just a young girl that has got dreams.
After that, you decided to start Champions for Change Youth Network.
So I started thinking, how do I give back to my community?
So what is your opinion on female leadership?
They think I'm interested in political scene.
You are not? Are you not? Before maybe we continue, you've talked about teenage pregnancy being one of a major challenge for young people in Homa Bay.
HIV is so normalized in a way that people don't take it, like it's not a big deal.
Like I've seen you are covered in Ramogi TV talking about Homa Bay. I've seen you are gazetted.
We were with you in Denmark.
Yes.
It was a lifetime experience.
Now that you're doing. So how do you like balance your personal life to leadership?
It's a lot of pressure, I must say.
What will be your final encouragement?
So it is leadership, it is showing up, it is just doing your best.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Urban Online Show. My name is June, and today I'm joined by one person that I've worked with in a couple of occasions and events, and I'm here with her to help us share a story and the initiative. But as we always do, I'll give her the chance to do the introduction so that you find what you want to tell us and what you don't want to tell us as you introduce us. And welcome.
Thank you so much, June. My name is Evelyn Tieno Dinda. I'm from Homa Bay. But now, because, the more you grow up, it means you also need to find a living, to make a living. So I stay in Nairobi.
Okay.
And I work at Trailblazing Medical College. So now that is my day-to-day routine. I'm a marketer there.
Yes. You are a marketer. Because I was wondering, are you teaching at this medical school? Are you marketing? What are you really doing?
Okay. Yeah, I know it's a lot of confusion because many people are used to seeing me on media, seeing me on youth activities, working with Champions for Change Youth Network, a youth group that we're going to talk about later on.
Yeah.
But now, because of social media, because of how I have been managing my social media and how well I ensure that whatever I'm given to do, I give it my best, and the best can be seen even from my followers that I don't know. I got approached to be an admin marketer for the college that has got 5 campuses. Yeah, so it's a medical school. So I'm marketing it. Yeah, so it's called Trailblazing Medical College.
Marketing is something you studied, or it's because of your social media work or something?
Okay, I've done bachelor's in business administration.
Okay.
So I majored in procurement. So marketing, I think, was a course. But again, the more they say you don't choose. Sometimes let people choose you and give it the best. So it is working well. And I think we've also marketed other organizations with you. So so it's not something I learned, but it's working. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like marketing generally, not specific to organizations, institutions. Unaweza market like a product for someone.
I can. I can market a wig.
You can market a wig. Okay. So like now, personally growing up in Homa Bay before you came to study in Nairobi, and now you decided to stay in Nairobi for work. What was that transition like?
Okay, I grew up in Homa Bay, a village called Kochia. So Kochia is in outskirts of Homa Bay. So growing up, I was one of those children that were never shy. So I would show up, like in school. I was in music, I was in leadership. So that transited to me joining Plan International. And very interesting enough, in my high school, I can remember that the only amount my parents ever paid for my fee is not more than 20,000 for the 4 years that I was in high school. So it is leadership, it is showing up, it is just doing your best in whatever way you can do, especially in matters of leadership. That is what gave me the fee, gave me the platform, gave me the exposure. So that has been my childhood. Yes.
And then after that, you decided to start Champions for Change Youth Network.
Okay. Champions for Change Youth Network, I started it when I was in college. I did my degree at Kiriri Women's University. So Champions for Change Youth Network, it was something that I being now that I was a sponsored child of plan, we used to have activities, we had exposure, we were taken through leadership, what it means being a girl, and some of those things you would see them, what it means being a girl. You really have to push yourself much little harder. So I started figuring out how do I make a change? You're a young girl, you come from a village, and then you see, when you interact with other young people through those platforms, you realize that people have dreams. They are professional women that are doing so much better out there. There are people that have money, you know. So I started thinking, how do I give back to my community now that I have lived a miraculous life? I spent very few coins in my primary education and spent almost none on my education, my high school education. So I was like, how do I give back to the community? Because I'm a product of kindness from people, people that saw something in me and they were like, I'm going to take you through your shopping. Mostly organizations from Homa Bay Youth County, the department, Children Department, Homa Bay, Malala Fund. So I started feeling like I really need to give back to the community. And now that they were really looking up to me, especially for young girls and young boys and children, I started the youth organization. So at first, we said that the youth group is going to be called Champions for Change. And then we realized that when we're just Champions for Change, it doesn't give a quantifier. What are we doing? So we sat down, and it's not like it just started in a day. It has been a progress because you realize that this is what you want, but now this is what the team that you are working with also want. And then by then we were mostly doing activities with Plan International. So you also realize that whatever you want now as a youth group does not resonate with their activities now as an organization. But it was something that came from deep down in my heart. And that's why even amidst a lot of challenges now working with young people, others quitting, because at that time, they don't see its growth, they don't see where it's leading. You're just a young girl that has got dreams. So most of them quitted. But now, because you had now the vision, at least it now became something that people can see doing something in the village. And what programs do the initiative run? Like what specifically the organization do? Okay, specifically what the organization does, we're really looking at, first we identify talents. So we ensure that now as a team, we all doing something in a way that whatever we are doing is motivating the young people. So we do motivational talks. We are invited in schools to do motivational talks, because even as ourselves, it's not like we are sitting down and waiting that now we are calling for this project to get a livelihood or something. We have young people there that are doctors. They are student doctors. We have that are the student nurses. We have some that from one way or the other got pregnant when they were very, very young, but they made it out of it and now they are teachers. So all of us in one way or the other have got those special stories. So sometimes we even do motivational talks for communities. So it means we get hired. A politician can come and say, I want to run this campaign awareness in this community. Please do this for us. So we give a budget and we tell them, this is what my team, this is what we'll give them. This is what the target, the amount we're going to plan for these specific activities. And now for organizations, we do the quarterly meetings. For instance, now that people are at home, we do the campaigns. So especially we've done campaigns on teenage pregnancies. That is something that is so big in Homa Bay. We've done campaigns against staying healthy, because Homa Bay is one of the counties that is badly affected with HIV and AIDS. So we tell young people that you might be poor, yes, but it is not giving you a shortcut to now engage in some things that is going to badly affect your health. And then we also ensuring that now in our team we are empowered in terms of economic empowerment. So that is what we are really working on right now, so that in the next 1 year or two, if more, at least all of us we are going to have an organization that is now running independently and sustainable, so that even the ones that are now the doctor students, the nurses students, when they graduate, they're going to have champions for change is already in waiting for them. So those are some of the things that we're doing and that our dream.
Before maybe continue, you've talked about teenage pregnancy being one of our major challenge for young people in Homa Bay. Can you tell us how or what could be the cause of that in most scenarios?
Okay. I can tell you that, in Homa Bay, there are some villages that it's not so much, but I can tell you that in some villages in Homa Bay, now that, now apart from the marketing that is now taking 3/4 of my time, I've done the village campaigns and I've interacted with those children. I will tell you that there are some girls that they are even forced to them, especially with their relatives. And you find a woman that is just now an example. A woman is married, she had the children from a previous relationship, and then she goes to another relationship and get married. And in most cases, you realize that those stepfathers, they sleep with those girls, and those girls get pregnant, but now they can't say because the grandmother or the mother to now the stepfather might not allow it, or you might find that the chief or the administration is coming from those same families. We went to a school in Diwa, and a girl approached me and told me that, you know what, Eve, I've been done for 3 abortions by my grandmother, and the father for those children are the stepfather, the husband to the mother. And you know, those are some things that they, even if you try to follow them, you might not get the right solution, because even the chief is coming from the same home. And apart from that, Homa Bay, I think HIV is so normalized in a way that people don't take it, like it's not a big deal. They feel there is medicine, so it's not a big deal. Kids have it, families have it, and they see the families that have it, people are just moving on very well. So they don't take it as a big deal. But again, I'm not saying that it's such a big deal. But now, you know, as a young person, you for you to even know that this is your future, I need to work hard. At least you need to also have the information that in as much as it's not a big deal and you don't need to stigmatize about it, but at least you also need to take care of yourself. Even in that poverty, you need to know that you can work hard and sustain yourself, go to school. You know, people say that there are no jobs, there is no and this and this. But I also say that if you go to school and you just give your best in life, God rewards. So Homa Bay, growing up in Homa Bay, I think so many girls got pregnant. Actually, my age mates. There's a time when my nephew asked me when I was in form, I don't know, when I was in first year, she was like, you know whom I'm calling Yombogo. Then she was like, mbona wewe una mtoto, you know? So we tell those girls that you can stay in class 1 to class 8, you stay in form 1 to form 4 without getting a child. And try to give them example of people that even in as much as they got those children, they still worked hard. But in Homa Bay, teenage pregnancy is so rampant. Actually, it's like in every home, you'll find a young girl has a child. And now we're telling them that, you know, getting those children is not a bad thing, but it is going to badly interfere with your life. Because when you have a child at 16 years, you're in school, you're very sure you don't have a diaper. Maybe the father will run away, because for you to have a child at 14 years, 15, it means even the father is not stable mentally, financially, then it's even limiting your chances of finishing school. So it means you got having a generation that is going to be in poverty. If you're from a poor family, getting another child, it means the chances of you falling in another family that is very poor or being just married off. You know, when you're pregnant, it badly affects the lady than the man. So those are some things that we tell people in the village. We tell mothers that even if you are very poor, that you can't even sustain this food, but at least give a sanitary towel money to this daughter, because we all know the process that goes through when you are on your periods and you can't get a pad, you can't get food, so just give your daughter the basics. So that is why now Champions for Change, we involve the whole community. We involve the children department, the youth department, the villagers, and the girls and the boys, because it's very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in someone might say, I know you say that you grew up there and you've seen the challenges and you've interacted with some of the girls. But someone said since you studied, finished, and went to Kiriri, and then now you are working at the college, why is it still important to have this network work in your village area? Because someone might say, but it's not like it's going to be affecting you. You have to go on with your life.
Okay, I might have moved to Nairobi. The project was originally in Homa Bay because I initiated it because I saw the things that were happening in my village.
Yeah.
So me looking up to Champions for Change Youth Network, I'm not going to be the marketer forever. So I'm looking at it in a way that even the girls now, the boys that are now in school, when they will be finishing, they are going to have something that is going to sustain them for employment.
Okay.
And it's going to be a change for the community because even right now, we're still recording high number of teenagers. Like I think last year, we had a report from Plan International, and they were saying that from the girls they were sponsoring, in 5, at least 3 were getting pregnant. And when you get pregnant, it means you have to drop out of school. And it is a sure bet, at least 90% sure bet that your life is not going to be okay unless you have a stable family that is going to return you back. Yeah. So in as much as I'm in Nairobi, Champions for Change is still based in Homa Bay because that is the origin. That was the dream of changing that specific community. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Is there a dream of you can have a field office in Homa Bay that can continue running the activities in Homa Bay, but also have a team that is working from Nairobi, but not coordinating out the activities that are working in Homa Bay, something like that?
It will. But it's a dream. It's a big dream.
Okay. What is the core thing that you think is keeping the initiative together? Because it's not like there is that you're paying the people that you're working with, or there's good financial something that they're getting out of their time. What is keeping them glued to the initiative?
We are intentional.
Okay.
When we started the group, just like I told you, many people that came to it as a way of, they think there is gifts here, T-shirts, reimbursements, the ones you get from those organizations.
Yeah.
They left because we started putting up the policies, rules. You have to attend meetings. At least when we have a meeting, you attend. So we realized that the jokers left because of those rules that we placed. So the jokers left, and sometimes you are on the social media and someone texts you that if I love what you are doing, please can you how do I join? Or someone tells you I don't have fee, so how do I join? I tell them that, and we have very many examples. So I tell them that I can help you, but I can't. I'm not a politician. I'm not in position to now give you money. But I can teach you in a way that you will be able to get that rent that you're crying about.
Okay.
So if I sense in a way, I'll know that you are serious about this. I'll introduce you to our meetings. When I introduce you to our meetings, when some activities comes up, they get reimbursed. So it's not something that it's so sustainable. But the projects that we're going to have with you, they're going to expose you because you're going to be able to talk. You'll be trained in a way that you'll also be able to train other students when some organization need trainers. You'll be a facilitator. So they come to thank me, not because I gave them that 1,000 shillings they were asking me of, but it's because now I gave them that platform.
Okay.
So when you help someone like that, or when you create such a platform, those people never go away. So they remain with you, whether it's tough or it gets easy, they always remain. So I think that has also stuck us together.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that Mashika up, it's being intentional. I think that one helps a lot in knowing even which team to move forward with or what programs to do.
Yeah.
But this also brings out the idea of good leadership that is proven that you have. So what is your opinion on, because now coordinating, now that you're coordinating, the fact that you're not in Homa Bay, that means there's a lot of coordination, also juggling between your work. That shows like good leadership skills that you have. So what is your opinion on female leadership that we talk about? Is this something that it's people are upholding, seeing females taking up spaces and leading, coming up with initiatives to change their community?
I think it's not easy because even when I was coming with this group, so we were voting because we need to have a system. Gen Z say that Gen Zs are leaderless. I think it's very important that every system must have a leader and must have a protocol.
Just a direction.
So when we were voting, and then from our constitution, we said that the post for the CEO or the founder is none. You can't vie for it.
Yes.
So people are like, why can't we? Then I told them, you don't have the vision.
But how can you vie to be a founder of something you did?
Yes, I told them that, you don't have a vision. And I think that kicked very many people away. And later on, that is when they were calling me and telling me, we want to join Champions for Change. Then I told them, it was that time. You remember that time that two people walked away because you really felt that a woman cannot lead you, and that mentality is so much in the young people. So they were like, a woman cannot lead them. But I gave them the answer that you don't have the vision for Champions for Change. I have come with it a long way, and you can only support, which I'm creating that platform for everyone, and I'm very open to corrections. So you cannot have the idea that I have for Champions for Change. We can only talk about it together and fix it together, but you might not have the grassroots idea that I have for it. So growing up as a young girl, even as just identifying yourself as a leader, and you want to lead and give direction, sometimes it's not something that is very easy, not even in that Champions for Change, because most even your fellow young people, they think that there is always something that happens behind the scene, but they never really know what you put what you put into action, the processes you take, the sleepless nights, the reports, the programming, the confidence, like the package that all of that comes with. They never know that. So for me, I always tell young people, and especially women, that if it was easy, then it means every other woman will be doing it. So it's not very easy to be a young woman leader, especially in Kenya, or to your fellow young people. It's never easy. But we keep to try every day.
Are there some personal barriers that you faced in your journey of leadership that you can remember?
Sometimes you don't know which is the best thing. You don't know. Like for me now, quitting to go work in a college, and then you have a youth organization that everyone else is depending on you, and now you're working in another different entity altogether that is now business oriented, and this one was a foundation. The transition, people are like, are you you even asked me, are you a tutor? So it's very difficult. So sometimes you just have to have a personal decision and say, in as much as I have my youth at heart, but you also need your personal growth, which is also very, you can't lead when you can't even afford to pay your own rent. So I will tell them that me working out to do this doesn't mean that I'm working out from all of you. It just means that when this is going to be sustainably ready in a way that we can now pull it all together, then I'm in. But even when I'm already there, doesn't mean, because even right now, we still have activities going on in Homa Bay, with or without me. And I think that is one thing that my team, whatever they had, thumbs up, they have made the work so easy. I'll just give direction. I'll just say there is this activity in Homa Bay. They want this facilitator who is in for it, and we're moving. So me deciding to move to the college, I think that was the most hard part.
I've seen a couple of milestones that you've taken to show what you're doing in Homa Bay, and I just want to talk about them. Like I've seen you are covered in Ramogi TV talking about Homa Bay. I've seen you are gazetted, is it called gazetted? Like being like on a newspaper, talking about the challenges that young people are facing in Homa Bay. Then we were with you in Denmark also, you're talking about young people in Homa Bay. Can you just tell us about those moments?
for some moments you don't even realize that they are going to happen. I can't lie. We were with you in Denmark.
Yes.
It was a lifetime experience.
Yes,
It was very new for us.
Yeah.
So for some of them, it's just because we put to give the best. Like for instance, the one on Ramogi, a friend called me and she was like, "You're doing an amazing work. If you need to be not." Actually, they think I'm interested in political seats. When I comment,
You're not. Are you not?
Anytime I post something on social media, they're like, "Are you sure you don't want? You will need us. You will need us." Then I'm like, I know, because young people need to also be leaders so that they can make the policies. But up to now, the politics of Kenya is crazy. I will need to have millions to campaigns. I will need this. I will need to bribe this and this. And I'm not ready for that right now. So at this level, I can change the community in the small way. So for Ramogi, it was a friend that called me, and then she was like, "The Ramogi people, you can be a good audience for the Ramogi TV." And actually, when I went to Ramogi, I was supposed to defend the girls. I was supposed to talk about girl empowerment. But now all the other lady and the other lady was also from Madare. They were all talking for girls. So I had to now be an opposer and stand now for boys and girls. And I think it became so unique because I worked with the boys and girls. So that was the unique point. For the standard, I had an event at Ndiwa because Ndiwa, from the reports, it is a place that almost in every home there is teenage pregnancy. And I think it is giving back now in a way that the community, the girls, like the life is not so good apart from now the few that are well off. So when I called, we arranged with the Champions for Change, we called the media. Actually, I didn't know that I was going to appear. I was on KTN News, I was on Standard, I was on Daily Nation. I didn't know. My nephew went to the hospital and then she was like, "I can see you. You are on TV." Then I'm like, "Where?" So she took a photo. He took a photo and sent me. I didn't know I was on TV, but we gave our best. So just like I was saying, that be very intentional. In as much as we're really looking at Champions for Change Youth Network to be a big organization. When I stop at Ndiwa today, or when I'm at Homa Bay, young children, babies, now probably they're older, they come and tell you, "No, ulitupea pads, ulituongelesha sijui wapi." So those comments or those statements, those are the things that make Champions for Change. They give me reason to never stop, in as much as how tired you are. So for Ramogi, for KTN News, for those standards, I think I didn't reach out to be published. I think it's because of the intentions that we had at Ndiwa. We went there, we gathered the community, we gathered the children department. I called the media station. For media station, when they realize that something is not worth airing, they don't air. So maybe I called them to tell the world so that the world can know whatever is happening at Ndiwa, so that organizations can come. The media can come, the county government can come, so that we can find a solution together. But I didn't know that it was something that touched all of them. So those are the motivations that makes me never to get tired.
And the fact that you're saying you didn't reach out to them to come, because sometimes I know the struggles that young people have is trying to get these people to come and cover your story. And for the fact that they saw what you are doing and they're like, "Okay, this is something that needs to be had." I think it's something to be recognized, right? Okay. All this might be like a lot now that you're doing. So how do you balance your personal life to leadership? Because sometimes you might forget that you have a life to live and focus on the community. Like, I need to end the pregnancy. I need to be giving birth to these girls. I need to be leading this community to be a better community that you want. And then forget about, okay, I have a personal life as Evelyn. How do you balance?
It's very hard. It actually, you remember the same Rabogi, when they were now reading behind the scenes, and then one person commented that, this woman won't get married. So I get that a lot. Even in church, people are like, do you even have a relationship?
But what would marriage be like? Marriage be Okay, anyway.
Yeah, they're like, do you even have a relationship going on?
No.
It's because what you showcase, social media, I think we've also published social media in a way that if I'm working with young people and I'm working with communities, then everyone expects you to be publishing everything. I'm now on your show, I'll post it. So they also need to know that now I'm probably on a date somewhere, I need to post it. So it's very hard because people think like, well, utaoleka kweli. So those are some of the questions that I get a lot.
Yeah.
And I think many people really think that I don't have a personal life. Like it's either you are moving from either work, or you've worked with youths. So I know it's not very easy.
Yes.
Especially when they have worked and they're not yet paid.
Yes.
You can even lock your phone and go for 1 week.
Yeah.
Or if there were some sodas and sijui who took Fanta and now there are Coca-Colas, it's very hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but I think God has been faithful.
Yeah.
Because I've managed school, I've managed now Champions.
Yeah.
And now with Tricent College, it's a lot of pressure, I must say, but yeah, we're taking a day at a time. I have no formula for working it out.
Okay, you mentioned something about, because marketing, I'll also call it like influencing. It's more of like the same thing, right? But now it's like professional way of showcasing other people's product, kitu kama hiyo. But now there is something that you mentioned, that now the social media people will be expecting you to post your personal life, and also so that they know what's going on in your life. And that is something that is can be misleading to young people, because we don't really know what is real and what is fake when it comes to social media. And they might be a young girl that might be looking at someone posting cars. This person is at the same age as mine, but what is really happening with my life? And then you end up making decisions that are not right because of what you saw on social media. So how can you advise people to like really know what to differentiate and what not to take in when it comes to social media?
Okay, I can tell your audience that for a fact, social media is not reality.
Okay.
Social media, you only show people what you want. If today I was actually almost crying when I was on my way to the interview, but I can't show people that. I will only show people what I want people to see and what they can say. Hey, she's living a lavish life. I have 5 friends that call you crying, but the following day you see them in Jumbo Jet and you're like, how do you make it? So I tell young people that social media, it's a media. If it was something else, they would have called it a reality media, where you show your reality, your real you life. But for social media, even for the celebrities, they only show what they want to be seen.
Okay.
If I have a baby today, I will show it. It's because now it's a joy. But if I had a miscarriage, I won't tell it out.
Okay.
Unless I want empathy, then I will show it. And then now young people, they are doing anything to trend without considering that whatever I'm doing today, is it going to have an effect? What type of effect is it going to have on my children?
Yeah.
What, like personally, before I post something, I think about my parents. If my mother is going to go to those chairmen, she's going to be shown that, look at what your daughter posted.
Yeah.
Is it going to affect her? Because now it's something that she never did when she was my age.
Yeah.
What is my father going to have about it? What about my friends? Will they be like, is this Eve? What is she doing? So I can tell young people that before you post, yes, you want to post those good moments, which is okay.
Yeah.
They might be motivating.
Yeah.
People, like some of us, you can get motivated by what if you are age mate, what's a car, whether you know where she got the money from, or whether you don't know, you feel like what I really need to also get a car. You can also want to buy that car through your hard work, through your dreams. You just say, hey, I need to buy a car like so and so.
Yeah.
But don't try to really dig into what they did to buy that car. Just if you saw someone living lavishly on social media, just take it that way and let it end there.
Okay.
Don't really push yourself so hard to the wall that you want to live. And that is what is really sinking young girls into depression. Don't really push yourself or beat yourself so hard that you want to live because so and so your high school mate is doing so. And that is why we even have these increased death and rampant issues in our country. And it's not even in our country, it's not worldwide. Social media is giving a different vision. image, and young people also want to see this, and now they want to fit in. They will do anything to give that life. So me to young people, just be authentic. You yourself know you are taking it a day at a time.
Yeah.
You know that your father is not capable of getting you that V8. So take it easy, get it yourself, work hard and get it to your child.
Yeah.
Mimi, I don't think I work on pressure. My friends know.
Okay.
If I'm not in position to, yes, I'll show you what I feel comfortable showing.
Okay.
And even sometimes after I post it and then I see comments, because I don't want headache, I pull it down. So I'm like, I need my peace,
Okay.
you know. But I can't also tell someone that you be like me. You can't be like me, because even for those meetings now, you are a marketer, you have a youth group, you're working on these funds, you need to do this and this. You now almost age. You are also dreaming of family and all this and this. You can't be me, and you also can't navigate them the way I navigate them.
Yeah.
And I can't also be you. We are two different people. So me to young people, just let social media be. Show whatever you want to show, but let it not give you pressure. Yeah.
Well said. Well said. I'm losing track, but I want to know, like, what is your vision? What is your dream? Because now I'll focus on Homa Bay, because that is now hometown. What is your dream with Homa Bay, like that for like 5-10 years coming? What do you want to see? The change that you really want to see, and that if you see that change, you'd be like, okay, I really did something for this community.
Okay. For me, when Champions for Change will be in a position to at least solve some of the problems that are currently in Homa Bay, that is teenage pregnancy, job employment, women not only being seen as people that can be used and manipulated, but can also be seen as people that can be change makers. And when I will be in position, people say I look like I might join politics.
Yeah.
I think I love that. But now, if I join that, what is going to be my impact in that? Are we now going to join and people will be like, how do you connect? What is the difference of now electing a woman? Because there is no difference, there is no impact. So for me, when Champions for Change is going to come, it is going to solve at least half of the problems. That will be clear that Champions has come and has helped this community. People can get a job. There is this and this. Then for me, that will be a plus. It will be a dream come true. Yeah.
Okay. We're almost winding up. I don't know how long we've gone, but looking at your journey, and you've really made sense and talked about the pressure in young people so much. But I want, what will be your final encouragement to young people who want to make change, but they feel powerless, or they feel hopeless, or maybe they feel limited or something?
Start where you are.
Okay.
I had a young girl. I love using example. I had a young girl that contacted me from Facebook, and then she was telling me that I have a baby. I've been staying with my aunt because I'm an orphan. I've never said hello to visitors when they come to my aunt's house, so I'm always being hidden. So how am I going to be of help to your youth organization? I told her, Violet, you can do it. Even us, we made so many mistakes. I couldn't speak before people, and I spoke wrong English before I could know that this is what I'm supposed to say. So when you're ready to join our team, I'll help you, but I'll not teach you. You will see how people do it, and you will do it. And today, if you walk to our youth groups today, even the ones that those high level that they attend, Violet is the one that is giving the facilitations. And from those meetings, at least if she's paid 5,000 for facilitation, she can now pay her rent. So for me, I tell young people that don't be scared. You have the power. You have the resources. The only difference is you've not realized that you are so powerful. So make mistake, but don't stuck on those mistakes that you make. This is world, this is life, so it means you have to make several mistakes to learn. So that is what I can tell young people. Show up, do whatever you can do, if it means that is what is going to make you succeed. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I have like another question or area of concern, unless there's something you feel you really want to talk about. But I want to know if there is somehow someone can support Champions for Change.
Okay. Champions for Change, we on social media.
Okay.
We it's the same. It's Champions for Change Youth Network on social media. You can reach us through our social media platform. So that is Facebook, and we are now open for partnerships.
Okay.
I'm really looking up to my main objective this year and next year is for sustainability, because I know I owe those youths a lot. We've walked this journey, and I can't say we have stuck in one place. We've really moved. Some joined when they're in their first years. Now they're in their 6th year in medical engineering,
Yeah.
and so. So we really working throughout the clock so that we can have sustainability. So we are very open for partnerships, and we're thanking organizations that are really coming forward. NIGE, Plan International, Homa Bay County Department, Children Department. It's been amazing work, but we now want to look at it beyond partnerships. We want now sustainability.
Okay.
So for partners that are really looking forward to working with us, we're very open. And my team is a team of young people, not just Gen Zs, but Gen Zs that get the work done.
Okay.
Yes. So on my social media platforms, I'm Evelyn Dinda, Facebook, Evelyn Dinda on TikTok, Dinda on Instagram. Yeah.
So if you might be listening and you're wondering or you're struggling to get to Homa Bay, like you want to do something in Homa Bay, but you don't know how to get there, you can reach out to Eveline. Just hit her on her social media. You heard she's a marketer. That means she's always on her social media. So she'll respond and see how you can work together with Champions for Change and see how you're going to end or reduce teenage pregnancies in Homa Bay, or just make Homa Bay a better county for young people to live in. That is it from Evelyn. Thank you so much for sharing. I feel like I've really wow, it's been like a good conversation. Really, I've really learned a lot, especially on the influencer part and being intentional. I've learned that is something really important. And if you're listening, even I say that sometimes you don't need to do much, just be intentional, and the opportunities will come looking for you.
People will notice you.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Continue doing the good work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that is it from us. My name is June, and this is the Urban Online Show.